While researchers race to find a vaccine for COVID-19, convalescent plasma is one measure being used to help infected patients fight the virus in the meantime. The Red Cross has been working tirelessly to collect donations, but they need your help. And here to tell us more is the CEO and president of the American Red Cross, Gail McGovern. Gail, thank you so much for being with us. And we've been reporting about how plasma donations from recovered COVID-19 patients are being used to help newly infected ones. But explain for us how this treatment works.
Well, first of all, Amy, thanks so much for having me on the show. And it's as you described, a person who suffered through COVID-19 and is now asymptomatic is able to donate their plasma. And that plasma, we collect it, we distribute it to our hospitals, and they transfuse it into patients that are suffering from COVID. And it's been showing promising results. We do ask people to be asymptomatic for about 28 days before they do donate blood. And so far, we're on a good track to be able to provide the hospitals with the supply that they need.
And Gail, so for people who have recovered, have been symptom-free for around a month, what is the process then for those people to donate their plasma?
So we're working with the FDA and all the other blood bankers in the U.S., and we have a website where they can register, and then we either send them to a blood center that is collecting in their area, or we make appointments for them if we are collecting in the area. And I have to say, I am just so grateful that there are people who actually have suffered through this disease, made it through, and are willing to open up their veins to provide convalescent plasma for people that are hurting. It's an amazing thing.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to witness, and I'm sure you're seeing it firsthand there. We also want to point out we've been reporting on blood banks experiencing shortages in donations because of this pandemic. An update on that?
Yeah, you are absolutely right. This has been a roller coaster ride. At the beginning, there were about 26,000 blood drives that have been canceled because businesses are closed, colleges and high schools are closed, and that's where we normally collect blood. And right now, we are in desperate need of blood from African-American donors because that's the blood we use for sickle cell patients. It's a life-threatening and very painful disease. So I would hope that your viewers that are African-American give special consideration to donating blood to the American Red Cross.
And Gail, in addition to donations, we should point out the American Red Cross also helping out with disaster relief. So can you tell us how you're handling that during this pandemic?
It is complicated, I have to say. So recently, a whole bunch of tornadoes came tearing through the South and Midwest, and ordinarily we would open up a shelter, but we don't want to violate social distancing, so we've been putting people in hotels. We had about 1,500 people living in hotels during those tornadoes. And they're predicting a very active hurricane season this year and the event of a large hurricane, and we're forced to have to open up congregate shelters. We have plans to isolate people, plans to use hand sanitizers. Everyone wears masks, and public health officials are working with us to take care of people whose temperature is above normal also. So it's going to be complicated, but we are very prepared. We're working with all of the state and federal emergency management centers, and fingers crossed that it isn't too brutal of a season for us.
Certainly. It's remarkable, though, being creative, finding ways to still help because there is still that need out there. Thank you so much. Gail McGovern, we appreciate your time.
Thank you, Amy. Thanks again for having me on the show.
And if you would like to donate plasma or blood, just go on the American Red Cross webpage to learn more about how you can help.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.